Well, hello everyone. Welcome to IT4990. We're toward the end of our first week, and I'd like to say welcome to the adventure. Now, in another class I'm teaching this quarter, I was asked about, is this class going to be an adventure because I did the welcome video up above the tree line in Alaska. Well, in a way, yes, this will be an adventure because we're going to be looking at real organizations, an organization of your choice, and looking for an opportunity to make an improvement through your abilities and through IT. And in 10 weeks of analysis and writing, yes, you will find at least one way to make an improvement, and it most likely will make a considerable impact on that organization. We've seen some pretty incredible things in the class in the past, so yes, I think it will be an adventure, and I think you will enjoy it as well. Now, I do have to emphasize that the organization you will be looking at must be a real organization. The person, the site supervisor, critical friend, does need to be a real person. Those two things need to be met. Sorry, we are being as flexible as possible, but in order to fit the requirements for the course, for the program, our accreditation, it has to be the way it is. Now, the organization can be a not-for-profit organization. It could be another business. It doesn't have to be your employer. So that does give some leeway, but again, real organization, real person for a site supervisor. And that person needs to be from that organization too. Okay. A few other things. Part of the adventure, and I thought this was a great article. This is going to an article I read recently that deals with IT development, and it was called Apps with a Death Wish. And there is such an emphasis on improving mobile apps that in the fray, the newer apps are many times nowhere near as nice as the ones they replace, but of course it's new and supposedly improved. The example the author used were news apps for like newspapers, etc., where the newer apps, it's harder to read, it's harder to get to what you want, more clicks, maybe more graphics, but the problem is on a small screen the graphics are more or less useless. And that I see not only an issue with news apps, but other applications in general. The adding of features, but the taking away of usability. I tend to see things in a much more utilitarian manner. For example, if you've ever looked at something basic like a Schwann's truck or a fire truck, it has tons of features, tons of things around it, but everything is almost immediately accessible. There are doors all the way around the outside. Anything that the driver, the people working on it want, they can go to and immediately get. So it's actually a very fast, very well worked out process. And the thing is, when it comes to IT, many times the utilitarian aspect of it is missing just to make something newer, pseudo improved. So I really like to keep that in mind, especially when a lot of times people want to make an improvement, so they throw IT or throw technology at a problem. And what has been found in the past is, if you really want to make something better, before you throw IT, before you throw technology at it, fix the process, and then you can go in and put the technology to it and have something that really works. Well, let me know what you think. If you have any opinion on that, anything else to add, a rebuttal, etc., just let me know. I mean, this is a great course. Couple other things, general in the course. If you do have questions about the content, assignments, etc., and something that the other learners would probably need to know about, post something and ask the instructor. I do get to those every business day. Many times I'm in there 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times, especially in the morning, and do get back to those right away. So those have a pretty quick turnaround. Same thing with emails. If it's something more personal, like you are not going to be able to get the assignment done this week, some kind of problem dealing with that, send me an email through the course. I do get to those very quick as well. Those get sent to my external email, so I do get a notification. So I do get a fast turnaround with those as well. Yes, I know life happens. Most of you are working, and just had a bug. Most of you are working, and I know you're busy. Yeah, things happen. I am a learner too. I'm working full-time, have 3 kids. My wife and I are both in school, so yes, I know how that happens. We can be flexible if needed, so bug me about that. That's why I'm here. Another very important thing, Unit 1 assignment is not graded. If you go and look for a scoring guide for it, you're not going to find it because there isn't any. That is a check mark to make sure you do have an organization and a site supervisor, and that will mean you can go ahead to fuse your steps. So again, any questions, let me know. Welcome to the adventure. Let's have a great time.